I kept hearing a bunch of explosions after that, smaller ones.
This is what people saw this morning after a private plane crashed into a parking lot of a car dealership. The two men inside that plane did not survive. That plane took off from John Glenn Columbus International Airport at 6:40 this morning and crashed in Marietta 35 minutes later. That plane was supposed to land 13 miles from Marietta in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Tonight, we are learning much more about the two men killed in the crash. 49-year-old Tim Guilford was a retired Columbus firefighter. 45-year-old Eric Sievers was from West Virginia. 10 TV's Richard Sullivan has been in Marietta all day gathering new details about a possible cause behind this crash. He is alive tonight at that dealership where that plane went down. Good evening, Richard.
Well, Andrew, good evening to you. Yeah, I'm just feet away from where that plane crashed here at that dealership in this parking lot. Now, all day, crews, first responders have been here working this scene. You can still see them behind my left shoulder, but actually the tail end of the plane is still in the parking lot. You can see it from here. But out of everyone that I've spoken with today, people in town tell me they are absolutely heartbroken with the deaths of these two men. The loud boom and horrific flames engulfed the parking lot of Pioneer Buick GMC in Marietta. The video captured by Amber Davis.
It was a loud noise and then a boom, a huge explosion we heard.
Two men were killed in the plane crash. Timothy Gifford from Orient, Ohio, and Eric Sievers from Parkersburg, West Virginia. The Ohio State Highway Patrol says the plane crashed just after 7 Tuesday morning. I'm told the plane collided into vehicles and damaged buildings in the parking lot. Davis works just yards away from the dealership and heard the crash.
Yeah, I just can't imagine. I feel so bad for the families.
Ohio State Highway Patrol Lieutenant Nathan Dennis says thankfully no one on the ground was injured.
Crashing in a parking lot in a heavily populated area, such as a town like this, the results could have been more devastating than what they are, but it is an unfortunate incident.
A crash that shook the core of this entire community. And tonight, Lieutenant Dennis says it could be some time before they actually find the cause of this crash. Of course, we will continue to keep you updated once we learn more. For now, reporting live in Marietta, I'm 10 TV's Richard Solomon. Andrew?
Richard, thank you. Tonight, there are still plenty of unknowns surrounding this crash. Earlier today, 10 TV talked with an aviation expert at The Ohio State University about what will happen next with the NTSB investigation.
For an accident like this, an aircraft that was on approach, one of the first things they're going to focus on is weather. They're going to collect that data as soon as possible. One of the other things they're going to focus on very early on is air traffic control. They're going to want to speak to the controller.
Of course, we'll keep you updated every step of the way of this investigation. Right now, 10 TV is working to learn much more about the two men killed in that crash. Hear from close friends ahead tonight at 11.